Okay, so welcome everybody. This is a video to illustrate the impact of right front tire pressure. Now this is anything that goes along with the right front tire, the right front spring goes along with it too. There is the perception out there that if your car won't turn, go up on the right front tire and it will help the car turn. That's not how the physics of the game work. Going up on the right front tire is actually going to make the car harder to turn. So what I want to do to illustrate that is I have got the default custom setup in here, and I am at Texas in the Cup Series. So you can see these are all the default settings. I'm going to go make 3 laps around the track with the default. I'm going to make 3 laps with the tire pressure down 7 pounds, and then 3 laps with the tire pressure up 7 pounds from the default setting. So you can see how the car drives differently. I'm going to do it from the cockpit view, which I am not that accustomed to, so this could be a little bit of an adventure. But by using the cockpit view, you can see how much I am turning the wheel. I'm also going to try to show the tire wear up here in the corner, and that should also illustrate what's going on, because a tighter race car will wear the right front tire at a higher rate. So here we go. These are the default settings. And let's get out here and let's run 3 laps and then see where we are. And just to keep this video somewhat brief, we'll have to see. I don't know if I'm going to count this as lap 1 or this is my warm-up lap. I'm pretty much, not completely, but pretty much up to speed. Car feels a little bit tight with these default settings, but you can see how much I am turning the wheel, and are a little bit tight coming off especially. So there is, actually let's call this lap 1. I'm not used to this view. I can tell how I am sawing on the wheel because I am not used to the view. Oh, we're tight off. We're really having to turn it coming off the corner. Thought I had ran that corner well till I got to the edge of it. The car's a little tight. I'm having to turn the wheel a lot, but at least when I turn it, I can get myself down to the bottom. So I'd like to get a little more tire wear on this so you can see the differences. So right now let's do 1 more lap and then we will hit pit road next time. And I'm going to just come to pit road. I'm not going to go back to the garage. That way everybody, there's no doubt that I am just making changes to the default setup as far as just changing the tire pressure and nothing else. If anybody thinks I'm somehow going in and changing settings in other areas of the setup. So here we are at 93 on both tires. And I realize these are probably pretty bad lap times because I am not used to this, and this is not the best setup.
Back it down, back it down.
That was an adventure. Okay, so we'll do a can and a half can just to get us up there. Let's go down 7 pounds. Oh. Am I going to have time to get it down to 7? I may not. 45, okay. So there is down 7 pounds. Now we'll have fresh rubber and everything. I was down to 93%, I think, on both tires there. Really, the left front is what we're really looking at.
Be ready. Get after it now. Get after it now. You're clear.
You see it's easier, I think, to see in 1 and 2 than in 3 and 4, but in 1 and 2, I should not have to turn the wheel quite as much. Not nearly as tight coming off of that corner. I picked 7 pounds because I wanted to do something that was a significant change, where you could say it's clearly going to change the handling of the car by a noticeable amount. If you're starting off and you're really tight or you're really loose, maybe making a change of a ½ pound may help, but you may still be tight or loose. But if you take it, a big number like 7 pounds, you're clearly going to see an impact. Turning the wheel, but at least when I'm turning the wheel, I am not having to get out of the throttle and I'm not going up against the wall. I am at least staying off the wall when I turn it. That was a pretty good corner. Okay, so we're going to pit this time and we're going to try to go up 7 pounds from the default setting. So I'll have to go up 14 pounds to add back the 7 I took out, and then up 7 pounds, and then we will see what this is like. Notice that I have loosened the car up because we are seeing a little more wear on the rear tires than the front.
Slow down. All right, we're being penalized. This time with the black flag.
Okay, that was not a graceful entry into pit road. So we start off at 52, let's get up to 59 seconds, or 59 seconds, 59 pounds. I think we were at 94% on the right front tire. So let's take our warm-up lap, 3 full laps at speed, and see what the right front tire is like, and see how much I am turning the wheel. "15 seconds is a long time to wait when you're just sitting here doing nothing." Alright, let's get this thing going again. This is what the car drives like, up 7 pounds from the default setting for the right front tire pressure. You can't illustrate in a video what the steering wheel feels like, but I can tell you I can already tell coming out of the pits it was a handful. 3 and 4 aren't as bad, but I think you're going to probably notice it more here in 1 and 2. Yeah. Look at how hard I am steering to try to keep this thing off the wall. That was a late entry, that did not help. So there is 1 lap. Yeah, now I'm really having to turn it even in 3 and 4. So there is the end of lap 2, and now we are seeing that the right front tire is already starting to show a little bit more wear. So yeah, see, now we can see the right front tire's got more wear on it. Okay, so I think that gives us the same number of laps. So with that, I will call this experiment done, and I hope that gives some definitive guidance on what happens with the changes to the right front tire. So there we go. You can see I did laps 1, 2, and 3 were the default. Lap 4 was slow because I came into pit. Lap 5 I was getting back up to speed. Then there is 6, 7, and 8, 3 full laps with the lower tire pressure. 6, 7, and 8 were with a lower tire pressure. I pitted on lap 9. Then 10 was getting up to speed. Then 11, 12, and 13. It looks like maybe I made an extra lap. Did I make an extra lap? 1, 2, 3, 4 laps. Yeah, well, the fourth lap, lap 14, would have been the equivalent of lap 9, and I did basically make a full lap. I just came into pit road, but you got to go through all the turns. So anyway, but I hope you can see that the impact of the right front tire pressure is really, if you are fighting an understeer or tight condition, you go down, not up. If you're fighting oversteer, you go up, not down. So I hope that explains this, and I hope that between the tire wear, between watching my hands in the cockpit, that explains this to everybody. If there's any other questions you got about the impact of other things on a car and how it affects the performance of it and the handling, please let me know. I'd be happy to put a video together to illustrate it similar to what this one is. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys find this helpful. And by all means, please, please, please like and subscribe and leave any comments you have. I love reading the comments, and your subscriptions and liking of the videos is a big help to me.